It was comfortable for England at all times. There was never a point really where they were threatened. But let's talk about the positives first of all. A couple of debutants in there, Myles Lewis-Skelly and Dan Burn at the back. And I thought the defence obviously was fairly comfortable as well. But let's start with Lewis-Skelly, shall we? Scoring on his debut as well. The youngest England player to score on his debut, and I think the third youngest England debutant of all time. He was superb, wasn't he, on that left-hand side? And he found himself drifting in the middle into midfield, which is where he kind of naturally plays quite a lot as well, and looked really accomplished, didn't he?
Yeah, definitely. And I think even Tuchel kind of highlighted, didn't he, that his position sort of changed in the second half. He was kind of playing almost like an 8, in between 8 and a 10. And obviously that's where we saw him kind of operate, particularly in some of those more advanced areas. But yeah, I thought he showcased a lot of what he's shown at Arsenal this season. But probably, I think it's probably his best game this season from what I've seen, and just how outstanding he was compared to some of his peers. Constantly on the front foot. I think he really showed great initiative and kind of great. He sensed a lot of danger and kind of stepped in. It was almost a step ahead of a lot of the players on the pitch at that time, and he seems to just have this real good initiative of where the ball's going to come and where he's going to intercept, and he's just obviously steps in with such ease, and the way he carries the ball, and actually I think keeps it simple a lot of the times, but also he's actually quite inventive in how he carries the ball and in the areas he actually pops up in. So I think he's got a lot more to his game, and I think there's so many areas of his game where he can actually develop and improve even further. I don't think there's any facets of his game where, for instance, he excels like massively, and then there's a lot of areas where he needs a lot of work. He's quite well-rounded, so he's got that going for him.
He's quite versatile, isn't he? And I think in the post-match interview, Declan Rice, who was being interviewed alongside Declan Rice, obviously his Arsenal teammates, and he was asked, what did you make of his performance? Is this the player that you've seen growing and maturing for Arsenal? And he was like, well, he backs himself as a player. Like, he's got the confidence to be whoever he wants to be and to do whatever he wants to do. And he was fearless, wasn't he? I think that's the thing for me. Lewis-Skelly did not look scared at all by being at Wembley on his debut, to be part of a new era, really, under Tuchel. That didn't faze him at all. And we've seen that for Arsenal as well. Like, he's had a couple of setbacks too, where he's had red cards, a couple of red cards as well. And he could have been really knocked by that. Absolutely not. And I think he took to the field with a lot of confidence, and he's done himself the world of good. And that side of the defence for England has been really difficult, hasn't it? And having players of the kind of versatility to drift in if we need them to is rare as well, really. We haven't really got many either versatile or mobile players that are either, I don't know, specifically left-sided or right-sided, but he can play most positions, I think, in that defensive area, which is it's a great asset for Tuchel, isn't it?
I think his emergence is coming at a real good time, because you look at when we had so many talented left-backs all of a sudden. Luke Shaw has been out injured for ages. Ben Chilwell has gone completely off the radar with injuries as well. He's had issues. Kieran Trippier's coming to the end of his probably international career, and now you're looking at he's got that spot really to go for. And I think there's a couple of other names in there. Obviously, you've got Livramento, who's well capable of doing the job there. I think there's some good competition, some real talent that we've got in that area. But if you look at how he's playing at the minute, he's probably the first name on the team sheet there, if we're being honest.